Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this free energy sampler. I suppose I should change on the screen because we're not really doing mini healings tonight, but we're sampling the energies of the healing pulse, Usui Reiki, and then also Usui Holy Fire Reiki. So I'm pretty excited to share it just because I just did the training on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I had done Usui Reiki for, trying to think when I did that, if it was 2010. So a lot of similarities, but a lot of really amazing things too. So I'm going to just see if I can change my little banner. Here we go. So we're going to do free energy sampler. Very exciting, huh? So I think we'll start with a healing pulse, usually about 10 minutes in. That way people have enough chance to get here. And then we will do that. That won't take very long at all. And then I think we'll do between 5 and 10 minutes of the Usui Reiki. And then the same amount for the Holy Fire Reiki. And then there is a Holy Fire healing experience. I think I'm going to do 2. There are a number of different things I could offer, but when I muscle test, that is the one that comes up. So if you are here and watching, say hello. If you're shy, that's okay too. Just enjoy the energy. If you do have any questions, let me know in the comments. But we will be getting started shortly. We just had a bunch of rain, and so I'm in my little house, not in my office, and the dogs are outside, so I imagine they will make an appearance, all wet and soggy. Hi, Lisa. I hope you are well. Happy June 30. Do you believe 6 months of 2021 is almost over? I don't know if that's good or bad. It was definitely, for me, it was better than 2020. Yes. So very exciting. Oh, and there's Leslie. Welcome. I'm glad we both figured out the right time, Leslie. So glad you are here. Oh, I've got one little dog here. So here's Duncan. Ugh. So luckily he's my more mellow one. Yes, I agree with that, Leslie. So when we start with the healing pulse, I think we're going to do it a little bit differently just because the focus for tonight is different. It's more of you being able to experience the energies. Yeah, he's being sort of good right now, but my other little one, the troublemaker, we'll see how it goes. So as I was saying, the healing pulse, we're going to do a little bit differently tonight. And if you're watching this on the replay, I'm hoping that you hang in there and experience the energies of everything we're doing tonight. So tonight with the healing pulse, I want you to focus the energies on you and removing any blockages that will prevent you from enjoying and feeling the energies of Reiki. So I've used Reiki since 2010. It was my second modality that I learned when I started becoming interested in healing. My first modality was something called reconnective healing. And there's a book by that name, and it was written by Dr. Eric Pearl, who was a chiropractor out of, I think, LA. And then I quickly moved on to Reiki. My first business name was Reiki by the Lake, and I've decided with this training, because I had sort of walked away from Reiki, the energies just didn't really resonate with me. And when I muscle test what would be best for my clients, it was so rare for Reiki to come up. But 6 months ago or so, a healer friend of mine shared the energies with me, and I was like, wow, that is pretty powerful. Because many of you know, oftentimes I don't feel energy. Sometimes I do, but if I don't, it's not unusual. But this I really could feel. And granted, this affects everyone differently, but it's quite a tool. And especially if you're interested in healing, Reiki is one of those modalities that everything's pretty well defined, and there's a process in place, and there's many people that are certified in, well, not certified, but they've done the training. So there's a lot of people to ask, although there are a lot of variations too. This is offered by the International School of Reiki. I think they are out of Michigan. So like here is my official book. So it's by William Rand here. So Usui Holy Fire 3 Reiki Master Manual. Very exciting, right? So in 3 minutes, we will start with the healing pulse, and then we will jump right into Usui Reiki. And the nice thing is, to receive it, you basically just need to sit there, shut your eyes, and just, as I say with the healing pulse, just be open and allowing and observant of the energies. It's definitely divinely guided. Although, like in person, I do some work on certain key points, but I also work above the body too. So you don't necessarily, feel every handhold, when I touch you. But it can be quite interesting where I'm standing at a person's head and they feel me touching their feet. That is a fairly common thing. And then I touch their head and they realize I'm not at their feet. And there's no way I could have gone from their foot to their head as quickly. So it can be very interesting. So we will be starting in a couple minutes. He's my assistant. He is laying across my lap, even though he's soaking wet because he was outside in the rain in puddles. Yes. Oh, here comes the other little guy. We'll see if Dexter makes an appearance. All right, so in about a minute, we will start a healing pulse. And so I think when you do this, I'd like you to send the energy to your heart, and then we're just going to imagine the energies expanding out. All right. So let's go ahead and jump in to a healing pulse. And this is going to be very short. So I want you to rub your hands together. Place your hands on your heart. Imagine I am standing there in front of you and my hands are in your hands. And I want you to just breathe it in. Open, allowing. Imagine the energy going to anything that's going to prevent you from feeling the energies tonight. Allowing things to flow. And just breathe it in. Okay. So that was our first healing pulse of the night. We are going to start with Usui Reiki, but let me tell you a little bit about Reiki. So Reiki is a pure form of divine life energy which flows through the entire being that is in the energy therapy category. And Reiki practitioners often act as facilitators for this energy, which naturally flows to where it is most needed. And so that's why each person's individual experience is often very different. And with this, Reiki works on a physical, emotional, and spiritual level. And both the Usui Reiki and the Usui Holy Fire Reiki work on those levels. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you're sitting, I just want you to be comfortable. If you are laying down, again, just be comfortable. I do think you experience more with your eyes closed, and your hands can be at your side or just laying on top of you. And then generally, especially if we're in person, I typically touch head, shoulders, knees, and feet. And even if we're doing this from a distance, those are usually the places that I put my hands. And generally, I will start at your head. And so let's get started. So with this, there is a connection that I do, connecting the mind and the heart. Okay. So I'm going to quick set my timer though. I think let's do like 8 minutes. All right. So I'm starting to send energy now. All right, so that was Usui Reiki. We'll just end this before it makes loud noises. Next, we will be doing Holy Fire Reiki, which is also a form of Usui Reiki. Oh, of course, that did not work, did it? Okay. So next we'll do Usui Holy Fire Reiki, and let me tell you what the differences are. So Holy Fire Reiki was created in 2014. It is powerful, gentle, and provides purification, healing, empowerment, and guidance. And it is noticeably more refined and comes from a higher level of consciousness. And so some of qualities that students experience include works continuously even when not thinking about it and spontaneously heals issues as they come up, always respects free will, heals deeply and quickly without distress, heals relationships and interactions with others, releases worry, and replaces it with a sense of safety in a most pronounced way, spontaneously provides guidance that is palatable for every level of life experience, and it tends to develop all the personality traits that are healthy for a person to have, such as love of self and others, kindness, patience, confidence, vitality, enthusiasm, optimism, trust, joy, peace, and so forth. One of the more effective one of the more wonderful effects is a feeling of being loved. And this is a deep and refined feeling that is very nurturing. And we'll be doing a meditation about that topic. And the Usui Holy Fire Reiki will use that in the meditation. And then also great for people who receive training in the Holy Fire is once received, it continues to develop itself to be more evolved and effective. So they don't need to do additional trainings. So I find that quite nice. So let's do the Holy Fire Reiki. With this, what I would anticipate, especially if you felt things with the Usui Reiki. Fabulous, Leslie. Lisa, let us know if you feel comfortable, if you noticed anything. Especially with you feeling the regular Usui Reiki, Leslie, I would expect that with the Holy Fire Reiki, what you'll feel is, well, I'm not going to be too descriptive, but I'm just going to say more. Okay? And so we're going to go 8 minutes on that. Same instructions. I want you to be comfortable, whether sitting or laying down. I do feel you get more out of it with your eyes closed. But mainly be open and allowing and observant of the energies. Okay, so I am starting now. And with this, I also will start at your head. Okay. So that was Usui Holy Fire Reiki. Let me know what you experienced. Next, we're going to be doing a meditation from my book using the Usui Holy Fire Reiki. And there's a number of different meditative experiences. And this one I got would be good tonight. So this is called a Holy Love Experience using the Usui Reiki Holy Fire energies. And so let me tell you a little bit about it here. So again, it's called the Holy Love Experience. Divine love is installed more clearly and deeply into one's soul. Divine love is a special kind of love that is more highly refined and has a higher level of consciousness than human love. It is simultaneously many things. It is the feeling of being loved by a kind and wonderful energy. It is the feeling of being cared for by an energy that knows you intimately and is fully capable of taking care of all your needs. It is a feeling of being safe. It is a feeling and enhancement of your own ability to love so that there are no unhealthy feelings associated with it. It is a love that you have for yourself and others that feels very natural and normal. It is an energy similar to life energy that flows throughout your body and your entire being and is part of who you are. It can be present in your space without having to have someone or something as its focus. It soothes, relaxes, nurtures, and heals very deeply. Thank you for that feedback, Leslie. So now I'm going to walk you through a guided meditation. I think once I get through the exercise, I will put 10 minutes on the timer, and then I will be beaming you energy the whole while. Imagine it is a beautiful sunny day. Imagine you are walking through a beautiful forest. As you breathe into yourself, imagine you're breathing in the light essence of the forest. And with each step you take, imagine the energies of the earth are flowing up through the bottoms of your feet. As you walk along, allow yourself to experience the trees, the plants, flowers, and grass, and to merge with the life and the harmony and peace of the forest. As you continue to walk along, you notice that up ahead it is getting lighter, and you realize you're coming to the edge of the forest. As you leave the forest, before you is a beautiful river. It is the river of life. There are beautiful flowers growing along the riverbank, and there is a path following alongside the river. Follow the path along the river. Eventually, you will come to a bend in the river. There is a light breeze flowing, causing the surface of the river to have small ripples. The sun is shining off the rippled surface of the water, creating a glittery, shimmering light. You realize this is no ordinary light, but a spiritual light coming from the highest heaven. You allow the light to enter your soul. Allow that light to guide you. Okay, so that was the end of the Holy Fire meditation entitled Holy Love Experience. If you're able to share, or maybe you want to keep it private, that's fine too. But if you're able to share, let me know what you think. With this, Reiki has definitely been a huge part of my healing journey. Everybody experiences it differently, even in the training. So with my master training that I just did this last weekend, I found it really transformative, and I am still thinking about it. And my body and my mind and spirit will continue for about the next month, absorbing and changing with the energies. I do expect I will be teaching Reiki 1 and 2 online probably in September. If you're interested, please let me know. I might consider doing a local in-person Reiki 1 and 2. However, we'll just see how things go with COVID and space. But I'm in northern Minnesota, so online for most of you would probably be easier and more affordable. I do appreciate everyone that showed up, both here and on the replay. If you're watching this on the replay, let me know what you think. Did you feel the difference? And how was the meditation at the end? Did it bring you somewhere where you noticed things? Did it give you a message or something to be aware of? Very exciting times we live in. And I think this personal exploration and being able to understand ourselves better helps us. So I hope everyone has a fabulous night and know that I appreciate you. Hope to see everyone tomorrow. We're doing the free mini healings tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central, on this same channel, on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. So have a good evening. Bye.